hey, Bradley, last week you mentioned deleting a lot of blog posts from client sites. Do you 301 those deleted pages or 410 them? I don't I don't do either of them except for once. I don't, unless, look, if there's backlinks pointing to a page or post that I'm deleting and they're valuable backlinks, meaning they're relevant, then I will do a 301 redirect from the page URL that I'm pruning or trimming or trashing, whatever, to another relevant page. That's it. But if there's no backlinks pointing to it, or if the backlinks aren't relevant, there's shitty links pointing to that page, I just delete the pages or trash them. And then I go in and update the sitemaps in Search Console to tell Google to recrawl this stuff. Like now that these pages have been deleted, if that's clear. You can set up 301 redirects if you want, but there's really no point if there's no backlinks pointing to them or no valid, like no relevant backlinks pointing to a page, then there's no point in doing the redirects unless you have internal links pointing to those non-existent pages now, in which case you'd have to go through and delete the internal links. And I do have a number of sites where I'm working through that now because it is a bit of a mess, pruning content and then having to go back and find. But with Website Auditor or any kind of website crawler, you can find those broken links fairly easily. And then just go into the individual pages or posts and remove those links. That makes sense. I keep it simple. Again, trying to learn how to simplify things, guys. And that's one of the things I found is it's interesting. Clint Butler mentioned on, I think after I talked about that last week or a couple of weeks ago, whenever it was, I saw Clint Butler's comment. He's one of the ones that stand out whenever he comments on a YouTube video, which is rare, but occasionally he does. And I always pay attention because I respect Clint. And he said something about be careful about pruning content. And I remember I replied back, which is rare that I rarely reply to YouTube comments, but I respect Clint. So when he said be careful about pruning content, I perked up. I was like, I wonder why. I'm curious. I asked a follow-up question because I've not seen any negative effects from pruning content, but apparently he knows of something that I'm unaware of, and I'm definitely curious. But trust me, Clint's a sharp dude. I highly respect him. So, but I've not had any problems with going through and pruning content. I actually see a performance gain. Like I said, I'll go in and look at Search Console data. I'll select page URLs. So I'm looking at page URLs and then sort by impressions with the highest impressions at the top. You check CTR, the box to show the click-through rate, and you check average ranking position. And what I look for are pages that get a lot of impressions for whatever time frame I've selected, 3 months, 6 months, whatever, that are getting a very high amount of impressions and have 0 click-throughs. And they're ranking very poor. And what I'm doing is I'm just going in and pruning that content. And then if there's internal links that were pointing to that, then I go into the site and try to remove those internal links that were pointing to that page. And that's all I've been doing for some of my legacy clients that I've had for years. We blogged like crazy for years on their blogs. And what I found is that's hurting performance right now. So we go through and prune content, and I'm seeing a performance boost after pruning content for pages that get a lot of impressions, but no click-through activity. That's what I was saying. I am curious as to why that could be a problem. I've not seen it myself yet. Maybe I will at some point, but I've not seen it yet. So I'm curious as to why that is a problem, so that I know what to look for. You know what I mean? Anyway, hopefully that's clear. I don't go through and you can do a 301 if there's any relevant links pointing to it. If there's not, then why bother? Just get rid of it.